Don't get attached to your thoughts. You are constantly changing and evolving. Be patient and learn to accept yourself through every stage of that change.
The trick with exploring anything, including yourself, is to shift your mindset. You are not looking for answers. No, you are opening yourself up with questions. There's a big difference.
The goal is to not have a positive, happy mindset 24/7. No one does, and part of life is balance. There's positive and negative energies. Positive and negative emotions, feelings, thoughts, they happen as part of life. But the goal should be to not be attached to any of the thoughts or feelings that you are having. Because most of the negative emotions and thoughts and feelings you are having, one, they aren't beneficial to you, and two, they're not going to matter in a year. But forcing yourself to be positive when you're feeling negative emotions isn't healthy for your mindset. It's your job to allow yourself to feel those negative emotions and process them, then move on from them.
Don't sacrifice your peace trying to point out someone else's true colors. Lack of character will always reveal itself in the end.
We are so quick to fall in love with somebody else, but it takes us a lifetime to learn to love ourselves. And I think that's because we don't spend enough time with ourselves. And we need to learn to spend enough time with ourselves. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm here spending time with myself, learning to love myself properly.
Did you know that fear and excitement are the exact same chemicals that run through your body? The only difference is how you're perceiving it in the given moment. The same feelings you would feel if you saw a saber-toothed tiger about to maul you, and learning to ride a bike for the first time. They're technically the same thing chemically. Technically, you could rewire your brain to have feelings of excitement when you're about to go into something scary, and thus completely changing the outcome, all because you changed your perception of it.
And now another excerpt from Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Behind every desire is the desire to feel good. There's no desire that anyone holds for any other reason than that they believe they will feel better in the achievement of it. Whether it is a material object, a physical state of being, a relationship, a condition, or a circumstance, at the heart of every desire is the desire to feel good. And so the standard of success in life is not the things or the money. The standard of success is absolutely the amount of joy you feel. The basis of life is freedom, and the result of life is expansion, but the purpose of your life is joy, and that is why the main event has never been the manifestation. It has always been the way you feel in the moment. In other words, you intended to come into the physical realm of contrast to define what is wanted, to connect with the energy that creates worlds, and to flow it toward your objects of attention, not because the objects of attention are important, but because the act of flowing energy is essential to life. Flow, 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 flow.
Dedication in itself is far better than trying too hard, okay? Because when we try too hard, we create this energy of resistance, and that gets in the way of what it is that we want. We've been conditioned and programmed to believe that what we want requires extreme hard work until like we almost burn out, and that's not the case. When we try too hard, right? What that does is it tells our mind, it tells our whole energetic field that what we want is not already on the way, and that we have to try harder to make it happen, and make it happen the way that we want it to happen in the time frame that we want it to happen. So just stay dedicated, okay? Stay consistent, and I promise you, you will make it to where you want to make it. I love you, beautiful being. Peace.
Buddha said, the root of your suffering is your desire to have or your desire not to have. AKA, it's not desire in itself. It's okay to have desires. Desires are normal. You know, wanting to eat food. Desires are normal for living, but it's when you are clinging to things or aversive or pushing away things when you suffer. So it's more about your attachment and craving and always constantly needing something to fulfill you, or you're pushing away pain or unwanted circumstances. But it's okay to naturally want certain things and not want other things. But when we take it to the extent to which we need things to be a certain way, that's when we suffer.
Solidity is an illusion. Separation is an illusion. The universe, to me, is a biological entity that's conscious. And we are just a small fractal of what the universe is. Everything you can look at on a large scale, you can find in the smallest scale. For example, a human eye. Look at a nebula, you'll see that they look almost identical. If you look at a brain cell, and then look at a zoomed out version of the universe from billions of miles away, it looks like a brain cell. And when you look into the fact that we may be living in a fractal holographic universe, if you take a hologram and take one piece of the hologram out and look at it, you're going to see the entire hologram in the smallest piece. And you really understand how complex and how incredible it really is. It'll take your mind into other dimensions and other places, other tangents.
Are you aware that you are aware that you are having an experience? Most people have no idea what I'm talking about. And some of you do. I'm having an experience right now, and I am fully aware of it. Yet it's something I can't quite explain. It's something that I'm unsure how to describe, yet I know it, that it's happening right now. Some of you tell your friends and your family that life feels so strange to you now. Yet you can't quite articulate it, and they think you are crazy. But at the end of the day, you know they're crazy. Welcome to awareness.
He lives behind the fourth plane. He is not in time and space. So present, past, and future are all here. And here and there are all here. There is no part of the universe conceivable that he isn't. And this is true of every one of us. When we finally get finished being who we thought we were. Now you understand the statement, who you think you are? Like the only thing that's ever going to die, when you die, you'll finally figure out after you go around enough, the only thing that dies is the thought of who you think you are. That's all that dies.